Hello everyone, it is Yozu again and we are back with another Raid Shadow Legends video. This one is gonna be purely informative, so we will have 10 times chances of getting certain champions this weekend. So without further ado, first of all, actually I'm gonna say that 10 times meaning that chances to get the certain legendary are not gonna be increased in here. But in case you do get a legendary, it's gonna have 10 times more chance to be that certain legendary than any other. From my experience as a low spender, legit in these 4 years I've managed to pull only one champion from the 10 times. I've tried so many different times with like Valkyries and God knows which champions, but I managed only once, and that was Yumeko. Which was pure luck. Like I had like three I think void shards, so yeah, wasn't even trying to pull her, just wanted to pull any shards. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead, let's see who are we getting for this weekend. Looking at the list, this is only NUKERS, so PvP, both PvP and PvE NUKERS. So let's start with the first NUKERS, which is gonna be from High Elves, and that one is Royal Guard. So Royal Guard is, in my opinion, one of the best epic champions in the game, period. He has an amazing skill set. A1 has a chance of placing decreased defense on one enemy. On his A2, takedown will attack all enemy, damage increases according to enemy's max HP. So he is a boss killer. Wherever you can use him, where there is no cap how much you can take bosses' health, like in some cases stage 25 and something like that, you cannot take more than 10% of their health with this ability, enemy max HP. If you can use him wherever you want. You can use him, like if you're farming stages 20, use him wherever you want. He's great against Hydra as well. And Hamstring, this one is also another great ability, attacks 4 times at random, and it's gonna decrease speed and has a chance of placing, actually decreasing turn meter by 25%. Allied attack in dungeons by 35. I actually have 2 of them built. One is a lot faster because I use him in some Doom Tower boss levels, so yeah. That was the first champion, like absolute unit, as I would say. Let's go ahead, let's see the second one. The second one is gonna be from Demon Spawn, and that is gonna be Magnar. So Magnar is an HP based nuker, great for especially arena. Build him with a lot of HP, crit rate, crit damage, and he will hit like a truck. So no need to build, in my opinion, no need to build any like accuracy or maybe not even resistance, only build him for pure damage. Since you're building it at high HP, he will survive for much longer, so yeah. This is his probably strongest ability, attacks all enemies, places an extra hit on enemies without HP burn debuffs. So 2-hitter, hitting pretty strong, so yeah, another amazing champion. You can definitely use him in soft PvE content as well, but mostly he is a PvP champion. Next one is gonna be, let me see, from the Undead Hordes, another great epic that I actually didn't think was a great epic up until recently, because he rose to popularity since Hydra came out, and that is Husk. Has a provoke in his A1, low chances but still pretty good provoke, and his A2 is his strongest ability, Despair, that has damage based on enemies max HP, also has chance to play stun. So you cannot play stun on bosses, but you can actually deal a lot of damage to them because they they always do have a lot of health. So yeah, another amazing epic champion. And last but not least, was she? Nope. She is from the Night Revs, and that is a champion that I'm actually almost never using anymore, and that is Skullcrown. I used Skullcrown. She's still super strong, don't get me wrong, especially if you get her early in the game, early mid-game, amazing champion. Late game, she doesn't like have a place, to be honest. In the game, still hits pretty strong. All of her abilities are AoEs, and she places unkillable for 1 turn every time her HP drops below 20%. So ally speed and rear in battles by 23%. Great champion, especially if you can make like blender comp work. She can be amazing for that as well. So yeah, places an extra hit if the target has more than 50% HP. So yeah, those are the epics for this weekend's 10-time chances. Let's take a look at the legendaries, and I'm gonna start with who I think is the weakest one, and that is gonna be Hafrak. Don't get me wrong, still an amazing champion. This ability hits super hard, attacks all enemies, places an extra hit on targets with less than 50% HP after the first hit. Each hit will ignore 15% of the target's defense, and this ability has is actually increasing his attack and crit rate, then granting you an extra turn. So you can build him with 70% crit rate, and you can nuke pretty hard with this ability. The only problem with this is that there are so many stone skin sets and so many tanky teams that it's super hard for him to place an extra hit on the target after the first one. So yeah, other than that, an amazing nuker. So mostly PvP content, no uses. I mean, some uses in PvE, but not as much. Second one, I'm gonna go who I think is the weakest. I'm sorry, but it's gonna be Trunda. Since I cannot put the champion who's going after her, I cannot put him below her, to be honest. She hits super hard as well. She's still one of the hardest hitters in the game. Her A2, like Cloak of Ages, attacks one enemy, then attacks all other enemies with a second hit, dealing 60% of the damage inflicted from the first hit. Super hard hitting ability. This one also places an extra hit if where is it? If the enemies are not under stun, so you don't build her with any accuracy. You want the second hit to land every single time. So yeah, great champion. Ally attack in all battles by but magic ally attack in all battles by 36%. Great champion, kind of fallen a bit off lately, but still an amazing champion. And next one that is not Void Legendary is gonna be Kandrafan, one of my favorite champions in the game, design wise, skill wise, everything. So he reminds me a lot of the monster from the, how is he called, Pirates of the Caribbean. Forgot his name, but yeah, he's not a monster, he was a human, nothing important. His A1 hits super hard and can place an extra hit if the target has any buff on them. His A2, another super hard ability, and resets the cooldown of his last skill and grants an extra turn, yeah, of his last skill, and grants an extra turn. So if you manage to kill anyone on the opposing team, you can then use this or this. This is an amazing ability as well, since it can hide him so that opponents cannot target him. Perfect Veil, increase attack, increase speed, increase crit damage, all buff and hit. So yeah, an amazing champion. And last but not least, it's going almost 10 minutes, but I'm gonna cut it shorter, and that is Georgie the Breaker. I mean, I hate this champion. I hate it because it's a broken champion. I mean, I try to avoid him as much as possible in the arena. Always a certain ban, in my opinion. And I hate him because I know that I cannot get him, even though it's a 10-time chance. I mean, I'm a super low spender, only gem packs right now. So yeah, let's take a look at his skill set. I mean, I hate him because he's super strong and I cannot get him. That's the reason. Breaker Suit attacks one enemy 2 times, has a 30% chance of repeating the attack. So yeah, okay, strong. A2 attacks all enemies, decrease the turn meter of all targets by 30%. This effect cannot be resisted. Places an unkillable buff on this champion for 1 turn if this attack kills an enemy. But this one attacks one enemy, deadly ballet. Attacks one enemy, will ignore strength and stone skin, unkillable block damage, increased defense, ally protection, shield buffs. Grants an extra turn if this attack kills an enemy. Super strong attack, like super strong. And of course his crack and his shell has a 50% chance that this champion for this champion to ignore 50% of the target's defense for each hit placed by this champion's skills. Yeah, I mean, I would love to get him. But yeah, that's like too OP. One of the best nukers in the game, especially like the rank of Taras. So yeah, those are the champions that are going to be available for the 10 times this weekend. I am actually not going to be pulling, So yeah, I mean, just wanted to throw these informations out there for anyone watching. If you're a low spender, free-to-play player, I would advise you maybe only if you have like really big number of shards, go for them. But other than that, I would advise you to stay away from the 10 times events, since, I mean, as I've said, for these 4 years I've managed to land once the champion from the 10 times chance. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. See ya.